I just think of all the veterans, and that made an impact on that play, and being able to run off in the end zone felt fantastic.
Let's go.
And my LFG player of the game, sorry Puka for my voice. There were so many touchdowns up here. I was screaming the whole time, so I lost my voice a little bit, but there were so many great plays by you today. Talk to me about the one that sealed it, that blitz zero beater, that little slip screen to you on the outside. What did you see on that play? Did you feel those guys get out there and block for you? Describe that play for me.
Matt, it was sweet. Matthew's coming in the huddle while we're fresh out of that timeout. He says, man, if we get a zero blitz right here, we're going to get ready to go to our screen play, and being like, man, I trust Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford so much, and Coop being able to get out to that corner. We had to press up corner, so we were looking for one-on-ones and being able to get a screen off, and then big Rob Havenstein. I just think of all the veterans, and that made an impact on that play, and being able to run off in the end zone felt fantastic.
I know. What a shootout. It's going back and forth. Their offense making huge plays. You guys are making huge plays. When you went in at halftime, obviously you felt good about where you're at, but I'm sure you thought you had to play a 60-minute game. What was it like coming out with some of those adjustments in the second half?
100%. Feeling like, man, we were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, but it requires all four quarters. Coming out of halftime, Coach McVay and Matthew just preaching that, man, we just got to keep straining. We know what they had in the other number 17 on the other side of the ball, and the possibility of him to make plays. So we're counting on our defense, but man, whenever time that offense steps on the field, we need 6 points for sure.
Yeah, and that we were a little worried up here when you got stepped on and on that run play. How's that calf feeling? Is it pretty banged up, or get a little treatment, you'll be fine? How's it feeling right now?
Shoot, we won, so I feel fantastic. We'll get some treatment and we'll see what Reg and the crew has for me tomorrow.
Awesome. And then tell me one last thing. What's Puka really mean? Because I know that's not your first. What does Puka mean in Samoan?
In Samoa, my grandma Tommy Lee had given me that name. That means fat, chubby. So that's why I think some of those run plays, coach is like, man, I trust him with the ball.
Oh, so you got some Pukas up front. You're not Puka anymore. You got some big Puka O-linemen is what I'm thinking.
100%. All the dogs in the front.
Congratulations. I love seeing you play in person. You're off to such a great start, man. Keep it going. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. You guys have a good one.
Week 14 is all wrapped up, and these are my 3 stars of the week. For the first time this season, Sam Darnold is one of my stars of the week. He had the best game of his career on Sunday. He threw for nearly 350 yards and 5 tutties. 5. That's insane. Sam did an incredible job. He got the ball to Jefferson, Addison early and often. Darnold, he's going to look to lead those Vikings to their 7th straight win this week against the Bears. Next up, my LFG player of the game last Sunday, Puka Nacua. Puka came up clutch all day in the Rams' upset win. He caught a game-winning touchdown, a couple ridiculous catches, diving, reaching, grabbing that ball. Phenomenal game, 12 catches, 162 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's going to need another great game this week against a really tough Niners team on Thursday night. Last up, and certainly not least, Josh Allen. I know they lost, but he played so well. I'm breaking my rule, and he's winning star of the week. It was awesome to see his command of the offense in person. He became the first player in history with 3 touchdown passes, 3 rushing touchdowns in a game.
He's a damn record breaker.
6 total touchdowns. I know all you fantasy owners are super happy about that. He's going to have his hands full this week when the Bills take on the Red Hot Lions in Detroit. Those are my 3 stars of the week. Let's see who steps up next week. After week 14, these are how my power rankings stack up. Dropping down to the 5th spot this week, the Buffalo Bills. They had a tough road loss to the Rams. It was possibly the game of the year. And while Josh Allen and the offense had a huge game, it was really the defense that let them down Sunday. But I know they're going to bounce back. They got a tough matchup against the Lions this week. I'm excited to see that game. Coming in at number 4 this week, it's Kevin O'Connell's Minnesota Vikings. Sam Darnold and the offense went off. They had 42 points in Sunday's win over Atlanta. Jefferson, Addison, they feasted on that Falcons secondary as they combined for 5 touchdowns. Minnesota, they're looking to stay hot against the struggling Bears team this week. Moving up to number 3 this week, it's the Philadelphia Eagles. This team, they haven't lost a game since September. They've won 9 straight. Saquon ran for over 100 yards again. I know it's kind of like the same subject every week.
It's like deja vu all over again.
And thanks to Vic Fangio, this defense has completely turned things around from a year ago. I can't wait to call that matchup this Sunday against the Steelers in America's Game of the Week on Fox. Once again, the number 2 spot in my power rankings, the Kansas City Chiefs. This team, they won another close game this week, a walk-off field goal over the Chargers. No team plays better situational football than Andy Reid's Chiefs. I'm looking forward to seeing what Spags' defense got in store for Jameis and the Browns this week. And for the 4th straight week, the number 1 spot belongs to the Detroit Lions. Dan Campbell's aggressive mindset paid off in the Lions' win over Green Bay last week. They have some tough games down the stretch against the Bills, Niners, and Vikings. Let's see how they continue to battle these great teams. That wraps up Week 14. I'm looking forward to see if there are any changes to my power rankings after Week 15. Hey, what's up, everyone? Time for another NFL on Fox fan mailbag where I answer a question from a fan. Love this. It's been submitted on social media. And today's question is from Zachary Wurtzel. I'm a lifelong Pats fan. I'm wondering which current receiver that I never played with would I most want to throw to and why? Great question. A couple tough choices out there. I know Jamar Chase, what a year he's having, but I'm saying Justin Jefferson. He can do everything from any spot on the field. He goes deep, he goes short, catch the ball, catch and run, touchdowns, third down. He's a ridiculous player. He reminds me so much of my former teammate and Viking, Randy Moss. So if it comes down to choosing only one, he would be the one right now.